some great runs, and he's too good a hurler, I think, to have on the bench. He can play anywhere. I wouldn't be taking him off.
Well, Ian O'Ryan is in difficulty as well. So number 24, Angus Callanan, comes on in his stead. That's instead of Ian O'Ryan.
Yeah, and he's a great sub to have. Angus Callanan had a great year last year, but Ian O'Ryan, super game, and sorry to see him going injured.
Well, from play, it's back with Shane McGrath again. A sniping run through the centre, a little hand pass, laying it off here, intended for John O'Brien, who's just come on. There was a trip there on David Burke, the referee not too far away, and it's going to be a free. Down on the deck there was Ollie Canning.
Yeah, when you talk about young players, look at this, just a little flick away there.
Well, it was Ollie who was tripped, not David Burke, and so free once again. 3:13 to 3:13.
Maybe a bit like, Tony Brown, the longevity. It's great to see these players, what they bring to the game, and Ollie's just hurling brain, and his skill and his first touch is just unbelievable.
Well, he's been around for a long, long time. Made his debut in 1999 in the championship. Same weekend, incidentally, that Henry Shefflin made his debut for Kilkenny. The free from Ger Farragher, huge one, dropping 13 metres down. Damien Hayes tries to make a bit more space for himself. It comes out, and that ball is put over the bar. Kevin Hines, first point since coming on, and Galway steal into the lead again. 3:14 to 3:13. He waited, lurking with intent. Great point.
Yeah, and fresh legs in the half hour then where they needed them. You have Angus Callanan and Kevin Hines. There's Angus Callanan on the ball now.
Angus Callanan, such a skillful performer. Hines, who got the point, down towards here, Letanian, trying to take on his man, having a go himself. It's very, very close, but I think it's just outside. Didn't quite measure it as he wanted to. Didn't quite get the angles right. Don't know whether the geometry was his top subject when he was at school or not. Puck out to Brendan Cummins.
Just looked a little bit casual, for my liking. You want to be a bit more driving. You're coming out there. He just lobbed it up and hope for the best.
This is up towards Seamus Callanan. Again, it's taken by Damien Joyce. Well, such a very good start to the second half by Tipperary, but now Galway have come back, and Ollie Canning this time takes too much out of it, and it's going to be a free against him and against Galway. 57 minutes are gone, 13 to go. Yeah, he took a lot of time.
Yeah, and great tackling, and credit, some players get a bit frustrated, he was trying his best to get free with it, but good tackling by the tip forwards.
So Tipper a point behind, as you can see. Owen Kelly's got 1-6 so far. The 6 points have come from play spalls, I think. Well, no, the first one was from play. Anyway, can he get his next score? He can. 1-7 for Owen Kelly. The teams are now level for the 8th time. Galway 3-14, Tipperary 3-14. You wouldn't bank against an extra time here. I think it was Donald O'Grady who said to me this morning, I fancy a draw. That's batted down by Declan Fanning. Onto it quickly, there came Kevin Hines. Oh, he's hot. He's in really tough form. Itching to get into the match, and he's just taken a second point.
Yeah, that's a great score, Jerry. Player that's in and out of the Galway team over the last couple of years, but he's made a huge difference. I think Galway will just begin to tire in the half hour then, and those two substitutions could be the key.
Well, good work by the management team to bring them in, and Paddy Stapleton now getting it down towards Lar Corbett. Wants to maintain Tip's involvement in this year's championship, wants to build upon what they achieved last year. He's down, requiring attention. Referee moving in to take control of the situation as the medical personnel are in swiftly to attend to the 29-year-old from Thurles Stars.
Good, fair sub, right? He definitely pulled him down there, you can see that. Ollie just went to the ground himself and then pulled down Lar Corbett and came down on his shoulder.
Well, let's hope Lara's okay. They've used up 2 of their possible subs already. Lara's not the kind of a fellow to feign injury. He's had a tremendous career, an All-Ireland win here, of course, back in 2001. There's Michael Ryan, one of the selectors there, with Liam Sheedy. The other man, of course, is the coach, Eamon O'Shea, who actually lives there, as in the background, lives in Galway.
Be interesting to see, Ger, would they bring Noel McGrath back on? I'm just astounded still that he was taken off there, and he wasn't very happy through his helmet there when he went off, and it was just interesting to see if Lara did have to go, would they bring him back on?
Tough being a manager, tough having to make these vital decisions now with 11 minutes of this quarter-final still to play. Lara back on his feet, his team a point behind. There's Noel McGrath, who would just love to get a chance to come back. Wow, they cover that part of the ground. Down on the park itself, it's Pádraig Maher who gets possession here towards Gearóid Ryan. Having a go from a huge distance out. Will it make it? No, not quite. Close, but not quite close enough for Gearóid Ryan.
They look great when they go over, sometimes he's kind of going away from the goals out over the halfway line. Maybe better to play it inside Owen Kelly.
John O'Brien's inside, by the way, as well, in at full forward at the moment, as this is gathered in by Declan Fanning, looking for room, playing it to a colleague. That colleague is Paddy Stapleton. Pádraig Maher wasn't quite anticipating that one, because the race was won by David Collins. Inside towards Iarla Tanyan, 2 against 1, might break for a Galway player, and then Declan Fanning once again gets possession, keeps it away. Not a great clearance, only as far as Damien Hayes. Back in again, this time towards Angus Callanan, and Angus Callanan brings another huge roar from the Galway following, his first point. So the two substitutes have done well on the half-forward line, winning ball and now contributing 3 points between them, and it's Galway by 2.
Yeah, great work. Joe Canning got the hook in, and Damien Hayes, that's what he does brilliantly. If the score's on, he'll go for it, otherwise he lays it off very well, and great point there by Angus Callanan.
Here comes Lark Corbett, happily recovered. 2 of them are after him, trying to hook him, and he rushed his shot and just put it to the right, and it's a missed opportunity.
Yeah, and you have to credit Donald Barry. He covered an awful lot of ground, and you watch him here, he just gets into hurl and puts off Lark Corbett. He really still should have put it over the bar. Normally he would, and a bad miss.
Galway by 2 at a critical stage in the match. 8.5 minutes are left. They've got that extra pep in their step, but there have been 6 goals already in this match, and you never know what's going to happen next.
Yeah, Pádraig Maher gone in centre back for Tipperary to try to counter Kevin Hines, who's made a big difference.
And his namesake Brendan Maher, the referee has decided was fouled, and it's going to be a free out for Tipperary. And Pádraig Maher in the gold helmet being told, bring the ball back a little bit. So Owen Kelly goes back out once again to take the free, as you see a substitute warming up over there, and that is Conor O'Brien. If he's going to come in, he's a back specialist.
Yeah, maybe Michael Cahill, Damien Hayes 1-3 scored, and set up a couple of scores as well.
It's quite possible. Owen Kelly's got 1-7 so far. From a huge distance, it's dropping short. John O'Brien reaches for it, can't get it. Instead it is David Collins who hand passes it out to his wing-back partner Donald Barry, out over the sideline, off a Tipperary stick, and it's going to be a line ball for Galway. Getting a bit desperate for Tip. And Declan Fanning is the one who's coming off, and number 28 just gone in there, as you saw, Conor O'Brien. So will those changes settle things down? Conor coming in for his 10th championship match, and he's gone in at right half back, it seems. And there's pressure again on the Tipperary backs, and it's a super catch by Iarla Tanyan. Released there as far as Kevin Hines. Little hand pass across here to Angus Callanan. Got that point a few moments ago. Shows vision. Picks out Damien Hayes. Darts this way and that, trying to take on Michael Cahill. 3 after him. Will Galway retain the possession? Can they produce something at the end of it? Will Tipperary win it back? In slow measured fashion, they reach for it. In goes David Burke in the green helmet there to try and take command of that situation, and out over the sideline, and the linesman over there decides, that's John Sexton, that it's going to be a line ball for Tipperary.